Hi, I'm Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here with King Smarty. Today, it's the 21st of November, right before Thanksgiving. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic. What's up?
Excellent. Well, it seems like just from yesterday's batch of posts that you put out there, there's so much going on. So I have a variety of questions. Like I said earlier, I don't know every single video like the back of my hand, but you put out some great stuff yesterday. So I don't know if you want to start with any updates, and then I'll just do the usual and ask questions.
The updates is the cabal's finished permanently worldwide,
Yay.
and everybody's seeing the evidence of it also.
Totally. Yeah.
We could just go into questions, and then I'll update as we go.
Okay. I guess the big one to start with is there was a Israeli document, I think it was done in 1928. I'm going to call it I don't know how to say it, DALET plan, delay,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
And then it showed basically a plan for, wiping out the people, exactly what they're doing now. And then we've been seeing a couple videos and pictures about what they're going to do in Gaza. Like it's almost like a resort with a roller coaster through it. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but that was mind blowing to see. So I guess my first question about that is, they planned this in 1948. Okay, so why did they wait until this time in history to carry out the genocide and all the stuff that they're doing? Like, why did they wait so long?
Well, the reason why they waited so long is because they felt like they had control of everything, including public opinion.
Right. Okay.
Which is what you're seeing now. They don't. They don't have no public opinion, and this is why they're covering it all up, or attempting to anyway. Nobody is falling for their bullshit no more.
Right.
They can't get over it. I mean, they can't. There's no recovering from it, and there's nothing. Uh, uh, they think it's all going planned as
Going
as
into
usual.
plan. Yeah.
Right. But what's happening is there's been a plan set in place thousands and thousands of years ago by our creator. So that's the plan that's being carried out. I told everybody a while back that they had plans, and then Daddy has his plans,
Right.
and that's what's happening. They've also used time travelers and stuff like that to tell people some of these things would happen, and they use looking glass devices to see that this stuff actually happened or was possible. However, there's parts of um, the Bible that nobody really even heard about, which was the end, the real end, meaning that all of this can be changed just by us raising our consciousness and moving into a more love and light type state of mind, right? So that's what's going to happen. Um, um, 99.9% of the planet don't want to see this type of stuff happen.
Right. Right.
And all of their plans were based off of lies because everybody seems to think they have the real God, the real son on their side, when they don't even know the real daddy and the real me. But the world is going to find out. uh I've already told everybody that what I saw in Gaza didn't look like nothing that y'all saw in that video, right? So what I saw is what's going to happen. It's going to be rebuilt. The people are going to come back, and all the dark ones across the board are literally gone. There's no the energies that's happening, and the consciousness that's raising right now. It's literally making those type of individuals fade away. So they already lost, and the sad part about it all is that they've been programmed in such a way where they think that they're going to win, and they think there's no consequences for their actions. And this is why I keep assuring that everything is going according to Daddy's will, including what they're doing. They're literally what they woke everybody up. There's nobody on the planet that haven't heard about it. Even if you go through social media where you see people are not even posting about it, trust me, they saw somebody post about it.
Right, right.
So everybody knows about it. Now, what's happening on a conscious level? Yesterday, Dad had us raise the conscious level 2 more notches. What's that tell you? Okay, that should tell you, if you're aware of what I've been saying, that the consciousness rises means more information and more people will accept the facts. Okay, the truth, and that's where we're going. So all of their plans, all of those cities, that's all. It's coming and going. Remember, I said we have to expose them all, right?
Right, right.
So that's what y'all seeing. Y'all seeing everything get exposed. Everything. There's certain that even the Prince of Saudi Arabia just called for nobody to send arms to Israel.
Right.
Well, that's because we're visiting people in a way where they didn't think was possible, and we're literally evaporating people in front of key figures. And as of this morning, they have 24 hours to get with the program or be evaporated permanently, and no mask or anything or clone is going to be put in their place because we've already eliminated that too.
Some awesome news.
Yeah.
So a lot of questions about what you just said. Were they really planning that kind of a city with the roller coaster and the big pool or whatever? Like, that seems like such a slap in the face that they have basically killed thousands of people to put a frivolous city in, you know what I mean? And it's a land grab. Obviously, they want the oil money and all of that, but were they really planning to do that?
Yes, they were planning on doing that. Even worse, they were planning to do their satanic rituals in the public. So that's where this is all heading to, because I've been telling y'all for years that it's happening. They're violating the children in the tunnels. They're drinking their blood, adrenochrome. They're doing all these type of things. Look at, they just stole 100 bodies or so from the hospital. Why? Not to mention, they just took all the homeless people off the streets of San Francisco. You know where those people are at? They're grinded up already in McDonald's.
Oh, dog.
Yeah. So when I speak of these things, everybody has to understand that I'm the best remote viewer on Earth. Okay, not only on Earth but universe-wide. That's why I can do some of the things that I can do. And there's military personnel coming out talking about the things that I've been telling y'all for years is possible. So, at the end of the day, I'm the king of all this shit. I can do it all. This is what they've been doing.
So you're telling me they rounded up these homeless people and they're already on their way to McDonald's right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
They pretty much slaughtered them all.
Oh, wow.
Well, you see, you people have to understand that these are a reptilian force, and they literally do what I've been saying. They treat us like meat, like food.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what they do. And the crazy part is that they don't even care if you carry any type of diseases or not. They're just gonna grind you up and eat you up because that's what they do. They're so polluted in themselves that they don't even care.
Wow. Okay. Now, you also put out a post yesterday that indicated that part of the reason they're like hammering Palestine is because they think the Messiah will be born there. And that's their belief system. And they want to make sure he doesn't come back.
That's exactly what it's been like for all these thousands and thousands of years. Now, people have to understand that, like I said, everybody's been lied to. When I was Yeshua, that was 19,000 years ago, and they were trying to kill me then because there was word that there was going to be a being that was going to come along and change everything. And what happened was I did come along. I did change everything to a certain point, and then it got altered with Christianity and all this other bullshit.
Right.
Right. So, a lot of there's a lot of things people don't understand about all this. Okay, and one of them is the fact that I was born in Palestine. That was 19,000 years ago. I've also volunteered to be crucified on a tree, right? With the help of the Essenes and the angelic forces, they took me down and I escaped to France with my children. It wasn't Mary Magdalene. She wasn't my wife. So there's lots of things that's going to come out that's going to just shock and awe.
Right.
You know, all of the religions and all that, they're all just going to, they're going to fade away because everybody's going to operate in love and light. You don't have to be you don't have to have a certain belief system. Love each other, take care of each other, right? That's literally all you have to do.
Right.
And you know, I know there'll be some people watching this and saying, "Oh, this can't be possible," or "This is not. This is, you know, this is bullshit." Okay, well, the last time I checked, I'm not going nowhere for a long time, and I'm going to be here changing things for a long time. And there's no way that they are going to stop it because I'm not volunteering to be sacrificed this time. Okay. We have been changing things for a long time, thousands and thousands of years. You know, people don't even realize that this isn't the second coming. I've been coming and going. Okay. My consciousness, just like Daddy's, been on Earth forever, coming in and dropping in different civilizations. That's why you have this Jesus figure in all of the religions everywhere. Back to the Mayans, back to the, what do you call them? Atlantis, all that stuff. Okay, well, that's been us. That's been us the whole time, waking people up. Remember, I said, my city's about to rise. Okay, well, that's Atlantis, and people are starting to see evidence of that. So there's lots of things happening. And all of the movies are showing the shit that it's real. It's real. And it's waking everybody up because people now know that the CIA has been putting truth in all movies, including the fact that reptilians were coming on Earth and trying to colonize certain areas and eating the people and enslaving them. That's literally what they're doing in Israel. Actually, they've pretty much done it worldwide. We're witnessing live murders, genocides. What about all the people that got here?
Yeah.
Right? What's that? Millions in 3 years?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is what they've been doing.
Wow. So you basically popped in on various royalty and heads of state the last few days. And I'm assuming they saw you and then Daddy behind you, so you were lit up. And what did you say?
Well, we just told them what it is. We told them what they're going to have to do. We told them to turn to Daddy, do the right thing, or the next visit will be the last one.
Oh, okay.
See, people don't understand how this is possible, and I'm going to explain it once again. We're nothing but energy. We can leave our bodies, teleport, pop up anywhere we want to because Dad rules and controls everything, right?
Right.
So we are here under source directives with Daddy's guidance. That means everything that we do is approved by him. This is why they don't win. This is why he's already won. So what that looks like is opening up time, space, popping in on them, looking directly at them, telling them what it is. There's different conversations that we have during this time, and then leaving them sitting there with their pants all messed up because they either pissed or shit themselves. And that's that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, a lot of them had chances to do the right thing, and some of them didn't make it because I had to go back. And when I went back, they were taken.
Okay.
So what that means is, since you're nothing but energy, and I know how that works, we go into a portal, put my hand on you, take you.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing.
Right.
I've been telling everybody this for years. Nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. Well, I can't say nobody believed me. A lot of people did. So
Interesting. Yeah.
it is what it is. This is what's happening.
Wow. Okay. And so last night there was a post, the consciousness level raised 2 notches. All right. So basically every being on earth got a consciousness raise.
Everybody,
And then,
including well, that's the whole planet. That's like everything, not just people.
yeah, that's what I said, every being. So basically, those that were, we'll call it awake, are able to see more than they were, say, the day before or whatever. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Look. Yesterday, as we were talking about the consciousness, we saw black. We saw black because they didn't want to show it. And look, it's still black.
Okay.
You see the beginning of the Schumann residence. It's still black.
So that was about the time. Like, what can you tell what time that was? I mean, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter, but
because we're all around the globe, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of proof that what you've done is like being proven at an independent source. It's very exciting. Yeah.
Well, that's the best part of all this, is because, you know, Dad told me not. I don't have to. I'm not trying to convince anybody, right?
Yeah.
And he told me I don't have to convince nobody. We just gonna show them. So I'm not here to convince anybody. I can care less what anybody thinks. Like, I really do. Like, I don't give a shit, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my job, and everybody's going to see it, because that's what he said. He said, you don't have to talk no more. You're just going to show them.
Awesome.
So since I'm connected to Dad the way that I am, when he tells me to do something, I do it. And there you have it. There it is. Told you. Look. Told you.
How you like me now?
And, you know, right. And here's here's what a lot of people don't understand, is that it's not a prediction. It's not a prediction. It's an order. Now, when you look at this reality, this matrix simulation, whatever the fuck you want to call it, these are orders coming from the creator that he wants me to enforce, and then have all of the angelics, galactics, and all the crew members, even the ground crew, make happen. So it's not a prediction. This is a literal order, right? So if I'm telling people to do the right thing, that's an order. I'm being nice.
Well, like I said before, you've given them multiple warnings and last chances. And even when you pop in on them and give them a warning, you know, that's got to be so unusual for the average person, we'll call it, that they've got to take notice. But they're not, because they're not.
Well, you know, even when I don't do it, the fairies and elves do it. You know, they popped in on everybody universe wide and told them. So they know. They're like, yeah, he's real. Don't mess with him. He's real. I mean, there's so much evidence out there, and I'm the number one censored person on Earth. And for, you know, those people that follow me, they know this is true.
It is true.
Everywhere you look, every interviews and every different videos that you know, that people couldn't maintain their light, maintain their goodness, got compromised. And now those videos and interviews that I did, who knows where the fuck they at, right?
Yeah.
So this is another reason why Dad has me specifically talking to certain people, because they're protected, and we're going to get the information out anyway, regardless of what anybody thinks or says.
Right. Perfect. All right. There was a video you posted, I'm going to say yesterday. It was like, these guys discover cave to hell. Okay, so a whole bunch of rocks are falling out of the cave. They're kind of walking in, trying to look around, and you hear lots of screaming, lots of screaming. And that was a shocking video, but can you describe what happened in that scene?
Yeah, that's not the only video, by the way. There's
Oh.
there's a whole bunch of them. Even what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? The one that was talking about the going into the mind and then going into a reptilian base and then having a battle, blah blah blah. I forgot his name, but he's got hit with the with the
You
with
mean
the
like
laser.
Dr. Sala's videos? You're talking about those, like JP or whatever, or
No. It's a Snyder. I think it was Snyder or something like that.
okay.
Where he talked about going into the caves and digging into tunnels, and then they accidentally popped into a reptilian
Right.
thingy, and then there was a battle, and he's
Yeah.
got shot in his fingers and stuff. Had to get amputated because the laser hit him. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's what they did. That's what they ran into in that video,
Okay.
which was another reptilian torture chamber. That's literally what it was. Now, I told you weeks ago that this would happen. And I'm telling y'all again that more and more of these tunnels, bases are going to be exposed, and they're going to be exposed for exactly what they are. Everybody's about to find out how real the reptilian agenda really is and how they've been kidnapping and murdering children.
When I heard the sound on that video of the men screaming, like there were multiple, like people screaming full tilt. Well, I tried to turn it off immediately because it was so horrifying. And so what you're saying is those are all over, those torture chambers.
Well, they're all over, but they're also being exposed.
Yeah.
Now, I want to explain something. I posted a poll on Telegram.
Yeah.
Right, and the poll was the Earth liberated? Has the Earth been liberated? Right.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you guys that have been listening and understanding what I've been saying in my teaching, y'all know that the Earth's been liberated, because when I speak in future because I see it. Right.
Right.
So that's literally what happens. So we are literally being, we've already been liberated. Now we're walking into it.
Right.
You know how Dad says, allow the process?
I do.
So that's why I talk the way that I do. I don't hope the world gets liberated. I know we do.
Right.
And that's my purpose. Whether people believe it or not doesn't matter. So yes, more and more of the bases, the proof, the evidence of it all, the torture chambers, the massacres, the children in the cages, the adrenochrome harvesting, all of that is going to be exposed, and there's evidence to show everybody. I think I believe Putin is going to be one of the first ones to do it because everybody else is dragging their feet.
Right.
There's still a censorship going on everywhere.
Right.
You see, Elon Musk just talked about censoring everybody that says from the river to the sea, right? Like, are you serious, man?
He's acting like he's this, he's really like changing things, but he hasn't changed a thing really,
He ain't
he's playing both sides.
Yeah, he's playing both sides.
Yeah.
Although Dad says that he's going to, he's coming to the light. Like I've always said, I forgive you. Stay the fuck over there. They keep trying to crack the firmament, the dome, the glass dome, but they don't realize that the glass dome is already gone, and that's not the dome that they're hitting. Okay, so good luck with that, you fucking idiots.
I
You
was
know, so
watching them. They're all cheering when it all blows up, and I'm like, I don't think that was really supposed to happen like that, you know?
yeah.
It's
I mean,
funny.
and there's also videos of them talking about why is his rocket shaped like a drill. You know what I mean? So
That's
they
funny.
they they so stupid. They don't even know what they're doing. They're basing things off of their own understanding or some of the dark ones in some of these portals that they go visit, right? And the dark ones are telling them, yeah, do this, do that, and the dark ones don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, it's like a lot of these reptilians and satanic and figures are pretty much already eliminated, and they're the people that they were handling down here don't realize this. And here's the crazy part is that even if they were still alive or around, we're still older than them, right? We're
Right?
still older than them, and no matter what y'all believe, Dad, if he wants them to be taken out totally, it's over. It's over. So that's a lot. There's a lot of things that people are going to realize about these, about what's really been happening, how everybody's been bamboozled, and how all you have to do is talk to Dad directly instead of reading some fucking book that's been altered thousands of times. And no matter what book it is, no matter what book it is, it's been altered.
Yeah.
Basically, it's nothing but somebody's fucking diary anyway. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
So,
now they printed it, and of course they had an agenda, so it's been modified and translated so many times, and
right, right.
to suit the agenda, and
Well,
even
you see,
editions suit different agendas.
right. And I know people all around the world. Okay, all around the world. I don't I don't force nothing on them, and they don't force nothing on me. We talk as we're brothers and sisters because that's what we are, right? I love them, they love me. They don't love me, I don't care. I'm going to still do what I'm supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, everybody's going to have to come to terms that I am who I am, and everything rightfully belongs to me because I'm the highest authority there is. Try to go around that. Let's see how far you get.
And you openly invite them all the time.
Openly. Come on in. Let's have some dinner or an ass whooping. Which one you want? Miracles or ass whoopings? Pick one.
Exactly. Now there was another video you posted, let's say today. It was basically about the Statue of Liberty, how it was constructed, and they're basically at the end it looked like a horned creature, kind of like peeking his head up a little bit. Can you explain that a little bit? Do you know what's going on behind the scenes there?
Yeah, it's all satanic. That's what they wanted to do openly in Gaza if they were able to do that.
Right.
It's a literal satanic altar type thing where they just killed everybody, slaughtered it, offered it to Lucifer, Satan, whoever the fuck, blah blah blah.
Right.
And that's what it was. That's literally what it is. Jeffrey Epstein had the same thing, but they had it underground.
Right.
Because of the world waking up, they had to do things in secretive, right?
Right.
Now the world's waking up, and there's nowhere you can hide, which is also written like you guys are fucked, like you're done.
Yeah. So basically, would you call these places like? I know that there's all around the world. There's like these locations that we think are different things, like the Statue of Liberty represents freedom, let's say, and there's the arch in St. Louis or whatever. You know what I mean? There's these places all around the world where we think it's one thing, but I feel like they're all dark, maybe portals, or maybe that's the entrance to the underground there. And a lot of people basically went missing at the Statue of Liberty, and they were compensated. The families were compensated, which is so like odd, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
That's literally what it is. It's just like the what do you call it? The national parks. People go missing all the time.
Right.
And even in the Real Raw news article, they talked about how they stumbled upon a group of individuals having a seance in a fucking park. So these guys been doing it all the time, and it's nothing but a reptilian Draco type race, vampires included, even grays, and there's so many different beings, but majority of the ones that are doing this are the Draco, reptilian, vampire type. These guys are literally doing this shit nonstop, taking everybody, thinking that they can do whatever the fuck they want with them, sacrificing them, eating them, raping them, molesting them. That's what they're doing in the open right now. They're doing that shit in the open right now in Gaza, right? Like, this is what they are. And the people don't know no better. They're looking at them as humans, and they're not. They're fucking not. They're not human. So all of this is going to be exposed. The truth is the truth. You can't hide the truth. It's going to be exposed.
Right.
And it's also necessary, which is why I was excited for the consciousness levels increase.
Right.
We've increased consciousness three levels since this shit started. So it's only, it's only going to end miserably for them and very, very well for us.
Excellent. Because
there's no coming back for them, and all of the innocent lives and lost ones will have the abilities to come back, whether they come back in their bodies that they want or whatever the case is. This is the reward, if you would, from our Creator.
Right.
This literally what it is. It's a reward for you obeying Him and trusting Him and following His source directives, His God's plan. Same thing.
Right.
So this is what will be the reward for that, is eternal life. Crystalline bodies, eternal life. Dimensional upgrades, spiritual upgrades. That's literally what it is. So people talked about how, there was going to be a rapture and this and that and blah, blah, blah. People were going to be taken off Earth and go into heaven and all that shit. It's not happening that way. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
What's happening is
religious people for that. So would comply.
Right. So what's really happening is the entire Earth itself is moving up in dimensions, right? And we're all moving into a higher consciousness, a new state of being, which is a frequency called heaven. Okay. Another thing that that I want to debunk or put it, end the bullshit on is the solar flash. So you got a simulated crystal within the energetic dome, right? So that energetic crystal is what they call the sun. How the fuck are you going to get a solar flash off of a crystal? Somebody explain that to me. See, the people don't know what the fuck there's so many people that want to do good and want to say good things and want to know certain things, but they just, they're falling short.
Yeah.
So I'm going to expose it all. I'm going to tell the truth, and then we all know Dad's going to validate, because he's the one showing me, telling me, ordering me, bullying me, all that shit.
Bullying you. But whenever I see somebody talking about the solar flashes, blah, 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 next, you know what I mean? I don't waste my time on it.
Right.
They're just repeating propaganda,
That's all it is.
They may or may not know any better, but it's like, I don't.
That's why I said it the way that I said it. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I know you mean well, but you don't have it all.
Yeah. Right. Now, yesterday you posted several things about this letter to America written by Osama bin Laden. And you know, there was several posts about it, and I wanted to get your take on that as well.
Well, yeah, that's basically what the U.S. Israel has been doing.
Yeah.
You know, I just commented right now about Israel calling Yemen terrorists. I mean, the U.S. here calling Yemen terrorists when all they're doing is stopping arms from reaching Israel, and Israel's breaking international law. So why the fuck they can't?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So who's the terrorist? The United States government is the terrorist.
Right.
Everybody in the United States government, you're all fucking terrorists, and y'all numbers is up. Okay, yeah. So you know, I'm literally telling y'all who's the terrorist: Israel, the cabal, satanic leaders, reptilians, U.S. officials. Right? Y'all all terrorists. Even y'all officers are terrorists. Look what y'all doing to the people of this land. That shit is over with. It's done.
Right.
It's over. It's over. It's over in so many ways. They're finished in more ways than one. I've been saying that for the last couple of years. There's nothing they can do to stop what Daddy wants me to do on Earth. Nothing. So let's go.
All right. I had just a random question. I used to watch David Wilcock way back when on Gaia TV, and he always talked about what he called pre-Adamites, and those were the elongated skull beings. And he talked about they were kind of like we had reptilians, and then we had these pre-Adamites on Earth, both bad guys, but they teamed up against, we'll call it the humans. Are they still in the picture?
Yeah, there's some still around. The Rothschilds were some of them. The Rothschilds, the 13 families, they're all different humanoid type beings. And David's only repeating what he's told. I stopped listening to him when he claimed he was Edgar Casey.
Yeah.
That's not true. Just because you look similar to him, you're not him, bro.
Yeah.
So he's putting out information that they want him to put out.
Right. Well, I way back when, so I don't know how many years ago, I listened to his show Wisdom Teaching on Gaia. I got a lot of great foundation. Like I knew a lot about what he talked about already, but it was very interesting. And then towards the end, it was like, I'm done. And then
Basuda, yeah.
Yeah.
Basuda means trash.
Okay. Yeah. So, but it was interesting, and I was like just bebopping around thinking about these particular guys,
Again, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. That's literally what I'm saying. So you got all these different individuals, they're giving you the truth, and then they're mixing it up with bullshit.
Right. Gotcha.
So that you're constantly confused. Dad is not the author of confusion. He gives it to you straightforward. That's literally what I do.
Right.
Why do you think all of these individuals got millions of subscribers, millions of views, and me that's literally doing what I'm saying that I'm doing? I get lucky if I see 10 views.
I know.
Right? But it don't matter because I know people are viewing it. They're just messing with it, censoring it, shadow banned. Like right now, there's people being shadow banned over the Palestine stuff, and I go into the comments and I say, "Welcome to the big leagues."
I saw that. Yeah. So that was just a curiosity question. So tribunals, like we've been seeing that they've been doing tribunals down in GITMO, et cetera, for like 3, 4, 5 years. I don't even know how many. And then we talked, I think last week, about galactic tribunals. So a lot of the people that we're going to be rounding up in the near future really are going to go to the galactic tribunals. Is that correct?
Some of them are going to military tribunals here, and then when they get killed, we take their essence and souls and take them to another court.
Oh, Double
So
dipping.
yeah, and then some of them are going to the Galactic Court. So you got like there's like 3 or 4 courts in between.
Okay.
Um, the last court is the one where we just send you to Pebble Valley because it's you've been given so many chances, and Dad is literally not wasting his time or talking no more. So
Yeah.
this is another reason why he said I'm just going to show them.
Yeah.
So I'm telling y'all what's happening, and you're going to watch it happen.
Okay.
Nobody has a choice in the matter, by the way. You can, well, you actually do. You can not look at your phone, but everything is going to be exposed.
Yeah. Well, I kind of I'm cringing, but I'm excited to see that exposure. I like it hurts to see, but I want people to see that so they know that this is the truth and you've been lied to. And it's so different than what we've been taught,
For thousands of years
Thousands.
too.
Everything is a lie. Everything we've learned is a lie.
That's
And
right.
like we don't even understand the scope of it yet. And
That's my point. That's what I've been trying to say. Like y'all don't even know the half of it.
right.
Now, if you look at some of the documentaries where there's different civilizations all the way back from biblical and the Canaanites and all the Babylon and before that and blah blah blah, that's still a percentage of what really is. So you guys are basing everything off of this shit, and there's so much over here that you don't fucking know because everybody's here has been altering things.
Right.
And you're talking about thousands, hundreds of thousands of years in that little span. And then we come along, shoo, here we go. How y'all doing?
Wow. It's so exciting. So exciting.
It is. It is. It is. That's why I'm saying certain things like imagine telling your creator, that he can't do certain things. Imagine, going against your creator and thinking you're going to win. Like Dad made you guys thousands of years ago, including y'all reptilian guys, because we know that reptilians, Palladians, and all the different type of other beings, they live for thousands of years. Thousands of years. So Dad made y'all too. And I come along and I'm just taking y'all out. This is another reason why Dad wins, because I'm doing these things on my source directives. I was built for this, made for this. And I'm not going to talk about it no more. I'm just going to tell y'all what it is, and y'all going to see it. That's what's happening. No matter what military force y'all think y'all have, the angels are superior. Daddy's superior. I'm superior. It's over. Over.
Exciting.
They look at this body and they say, he can't be possibly. This ain't what I really look like. It's not.
So
it's gonna be fun.
yeah, I loved how you explained really like consciousness a little bit and how it was happening. I think it was last week, whatever. And you talked about basically your physical body is up on a ship, and it's like looking through virtual reality glasses, and you're down here, but your consciousness comes and populates the body you're in now. And then you do things, but you split the consciousness off so you can accomplish more. Like that is a fabulous explanation.
Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing in the near future when I have certain conferences too. I'll just appear and say, "Oh, this is what it is. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Y'all go ahead and take care of it. Y'all need anything? Just let me know. See you later."
Yeah.
Gone. And I don't need some fancy hologram with cameras or digital computers and none of that, because I'm literally it.
Right.
So it's wild. It's wild. Excellent. It's exciting because these I've been waiting for these things for the longest, and I've been having to sit back with my hands tied.
Mm.
You know, how you think I feel what they're doing over there in Israel, in Gaza, in Palestine? It's terrible. It's terrible. I want to just, you know, just do them all at the same time. But I can't. But we're still there, though. We're doing what we can or what Daddy allows us to do. And you know, he, no matter how bad these individuals are, he still loves them, right? And he's giving them chances and chances and chances and chances and chances and chances and chances. And when your chances run out, I'll be right there to pick you off.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not even laughing at that. That's real. Now I'm
I know it's happening as we speak, and it's been happening, but I'm so excited. Like I hope that there'll be a finish line. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
a definite
Yeah,
line, and
yeah,
you'll be like,
yeah.
boom.
Right. This morning he told me he was you know, it's wrapping up. He said it the other day, but he assured me this morning.
Okay.
It's wrapping up and it's going the way he wants it to go.
Awesome.
So,
well, how could it?
Right. One thing that I always do every day, at least 3 times a day, is reinforce Daddy's perfect timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And eliminate all the dark ones that we can at this time. So I do that almost 3 times a day with the crew. And, you know, even if it's just one person that gets eliminated, you know, I'm good with that.
It's so much better than where we were. Yeah.
Right. And this is another reason why things are happening the way they are. Now, I told you guys before that we had to take care of stuff out here. Now, I'm gonna give you an example. If we would have came in 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago and took Hillary Clinton and, you know, did what we was going to do with her,
right.
They would have just used their technology and teleported her, and there would have been an altercation and blah blah blah, and then she would have been right back.
Right.
So what we did was, you know, that video again where I talk about the Galactic,
Yeah.
and we came all the way over there. So we came in like this. We surrounded the entire galaxy, and we started taking out ships, crews, armies, planets, all of that within this galaxy. And since we were able to do that pretty much undetected, we were able to finish up the job down here, which is why we're at where we're at.
So basically what you're saying is you were out in the universe, throughout the universe, scooping up the bad guys and kind of getting.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, but no, the galaxy, the universe, not the,
okay.
So you got this little galaxy that's infested.
Yeah.
So we surrounded this galaxy.
Yeah.
So there's millions of galaxies, billions. And then this one right here is the one we surrounded. So
okay.
We cleaned up house. We took over spaceships. We repurposed them. We took out the AI systems. We took out all the dark armies, forces, planets, all of the ones that's been attacking us from different, you know, parts of the you know, planets and sectors. We pretty much were the targets for everyone because they started realizing what we were doing, which also allowed us to eliminate them.
Right.
So, you know, think of being a target that can't be destroyed, and purposely being that target, because the retaliation is what we wanted.
Right.
So you got superior beings, me and my crew, that volunteered to be these targets for all of these dark entities, forces, aliens, whatever you want to call them. And when they attacked us and them, or me and my crew, that gave us the authority to intervene on Earth and wipe them all out. So again, for anybody to say that the Galactics can't interfere, y'all don't know what y'all talking about because y'all obviously are not involved.
That was my next question. So in the spiritual genre for years and years and years, we've always said the galactics cannot interfere on Earth. But then I find out all these reptilian guys are here and it's real, through the years. So how can they get to interfere and the good guys don't?
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
So they've see what happened was, and I told this before, and even my Facebook Lives back in the day, and some of the interviews that are no longer around, that the reptilians are galactic, right? And they've been violating the Earth. They've been violating people. They broke treaties. They did all that stuff, and they've been here doing it, which is another reason why I was coming and going on Earth. And it's another reason why I was sacrificing myself every time I came on Earth, right?
Right.
Until this time where I'm not volunteering to be sacrificed. And now I volunteered to be a target so that y'all can attack me, knowing that I can't be killed because of Daddy. Now it's open season on y'all. Because the first attack, since I was a baby, pretty much allowed me to come in and fuck y'all up. Let's go.
So basically what you're saying in one sentence or less is all of that non-galactic interference that we've been telling people about and believing, that was all bullshit to start with.
Yeah, not we, those individuals that been saying that.
Yeah, well, and I'm putting myself in that group, like, because that's what I thought way back when.
Yeah, but it's messed up, and this is why I tell everybody that the truth about everything is coming forward. Now, if the Galactics weren't allowed to interfere, then why have they been here the whole time?
Yeah,
secretly combating the dark forces without everybody realizing it, because they didn't want the mass, the masses to right. They didn't want the 6 + 7 + 8+ billion people finding out about this shit, because they each group had their own little stake in it. No matter how if they can get you to believe this, then you can empower that group.
Right.
If they can get you to believe that, then you can empower that group. Right. So we're deleting all those bullshit belief systems, and we're putting you back into knowing things. So we all know that Dad's real. Everybody can agree with that, including the Galactics, no matter where y'all at. The reptilians know Dad's real, but they turn their back on him because they think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? So that's where we're at with it. They've been taking the children off world. So if there's no galactic interference, how were they able to take our children off planet? How were they able to take slaves off planet? Mind you, the secret space programs are doing all types of stuff. Even taking little kids as children and putting them into super soldier fields or super soldier, groups or whatever, right? Yeah. This is all true. We've cleaned it all up. I've seen it. This is another reason why a lot of the super soldiers are now telling people the truth in the matter, because we cleaned that up. Like I said, we literally took over a bunch of stuff, visited some of the secret space programs and all the stuff, and we appeared to them, and they know we're here.
Okay.
Everybody knows that we're here. There's no denying us. You can if you want to.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, look, I post videos of ships right on top of me, right on top of me, and some of you guys, Ava last night posted a ship in front of her house,
right, Right.
Okay, so we're everywhere.
Right.
If there was no galactic interference allowed, then why the fuck are my ships everywhere?
Well, thinking back, like we've been seeing UFOs. Well, I've been seeing them all my life. Okay. So if there's no galactic interference, why are they here? And again, now I know better. Not all of them are from outer space. You know what I mean? Like they're from all over. But yeah.
That's right. At one time, there was massive ships popping up everywhere. And I told Daddy, I says, whose ships are these? He's like, yours. Whose ships are these? Yours. Whose ships are those? Yours. Wait, all these ships are mine? He's like, just know that they all belong to me. Hey, say no more. So with him saying that, it's like, okay, so that means they're all mine too then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
I mean, this is why I'm known as the Supreme Commander. Daddy calls me the Galactic Overlord, and there's nobody that can do what I can do.
Right.
I wouldn't even fuck with myself if I was me, right? I mean, if I was somebody, I don't want no problems. What do you want?
Yep. Yep.
And I'm doing it in a way where I'm showing y'all this is real. I don't care what anybody says. Daddy's validating everything step by step by step. So we are going to have a kingdom, and it's going to be a kingdom of love and light, taking care of each other. And those of you that don't want to participate, we'll see what Daddy wants to do with y'all. I'm sure there's other planets where y'all can go to, or whatever the case is. Pebble Valley.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. You had said last week or the week before you had, children on every planet or all the, other planets. And so it's just a curiosity question. How were they conceived? Were they like conception, or, do they have moms?
Oh, yeah, they have moms. I go everywhere. I'm the king everywhere. You're gonna see those children too, by the way.
Okay.
Because we're getting ready to open up the world to a galactic community. First we're going to do the wealth transfer, the massive, like Anthony Zuman says, or Zulan, or whatever his name is, the Great Awakening. You're going to see that. No, not the Great Awakening, the Great Intimidation.
Intimidation. Yeah.
So you're going to see that. You're going to see the ships everywhere, which is that. A lot of things taking place, a lot of people acknowledging me, and we're going to have a galactic commerce set in place, which there actually is already. However, it's a dark one. So we're going to have that, and then once everything is safe, we're going to bring in our families from all over the galaxy, the universe.
It'll be so exciting.
It is. It's wild stuff. Yeah. It's wild stuff. This is like movie shit, right? But it's actually real, which is another reason why Dad wants me to make the movie industry. He wants us to take, to get rid of Hollywood, the music industry, repurpose it all, give everybody their music back that he chooses, and do films that actually are documentary type, right. And of course some for entertainment purposes, and get rid of all the darkness in it all. Literally all of it is gone. So he literally got me involved in everything. And if you know me, you know why. Because I stand for truth. I stand for love and light, helping each other, taking care of each other, and bringing everybody to Daddy. That's what I do. Where they say there's, the only way to Daddy is through the Son. You can talk to daddy if you want to, but if you want that super connected, connection to daddy, listen to what I'm saying. I can get you there like this. It's true. I can. And everybody knows it that follows me. This is why they follow me. I don't, I call everybody brothers and sisters because that's what they are to me. Dad made us all.
If someone was dark, or we'll call them undecided, like not confident about what's really happening, how would they go to daddy? They just really have to ask and say, help me. I want to change or whatever, right? And have a heartfelt communication in some way.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think my phone number is out there? Turn to daddy. Smarty, can you help me turn to daddy? All I gotta do is text you back saying done.
I just got like a whole, my head just like, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
If you don't know, if you're on the fence, just text me. I'm going to hit you with daddy's love and light through the fucking phone.
Right.
Actually, not through the phone, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, oh shit.
It's a modern and quick way to communicate. Right? Right.
That's right. Just think about it. Back in the day, I had 7+ disciples or whatnot. Now I got 2.7 million.
Crazy awesome. But they just don't know who they are yet, a lot of them. So yeah. So you mentioned the wealth transfer, got to add that in. And last night you put in the World Court approved the GCR. I think that was the message. And that was really exciting to see. And then I'm like, does the World Court really have that authority that they think they do? But so where whatever you can tell us about that process is appreciated.
So right now the World Court is they decided to move forward with everything, and no, they don't have the power that they think they do.
Right.
Dad is doing the same thing with them, like he's doing with everybody else, giving them chances to do the right thing.
Right.
Because at any moment, we can just go in there, mind wipe them, change the paperwork, and then do what the fuck we want them to do. So it's all about chances at this point. There's things that we can do that I don't even tell people, and that's one of them. So you ever woke up one day and you could have sworn that paperwork was a certain way, and then it's not the same?
Well, I've had a lot of these weird experiences like that, and I always thought it was a Mandela effect, You
can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay. It's called the Daddy Smarty effect.
Yeah. So they're getting another chance, and it sounds like they're on the right path now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes. Here's another thing. After you change the paperwork, you change their minds so that they can be happy about the paperwork.
That they feel confident that they've done the right thing, and then they're like that they've helped people. They're happy.
Sounds interesting.
I love the creative backdoor methods. Yeah.
Well, they didn't play fairly, right? We're giving them a chance to do the right thing. When they don't, there's a little fancy thing that I like to do, or that daddy makes me do, is stop time, go back a few days, and then bring it back.
Love it.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
This is another reason why we won, because we can do these type of things. There's been beings that were literally doing this a couple of years ago. They were literally on top of the Earth and in was Mars, and they had this time time machine type thing where they were changing timelines. So I come in through the back door, take them all out, and now we're on Daddy's perfect timeline.
Excellent.
A lot of things people don't understand or don't even know that is even possible. And I'm giving y'all more and more drops.
Yeah. All right. So a week or two ago, we were talking about how there's 2.5 million Jedis. Is that the number? And that they volunteered. So the question is, did they just jump in and volunteer, or did Daddy kind of give them a job, like give them their mission? Like, how was that done?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
They all become it's kind of like a military type force, but not a military type force. It's actually it is, but it's more like I do a drop, I command something, and everybody follows suits. No matter where you're at, everybody's going to be connected telepathically, telephony, or whatever you want to call it. When they see a certain command come in, they know it's coming from Daddy because I've told them and I've validated, approved it, right? Everybody puts their energy into that, and we all live happily ever after, forever. Not 1,000 years, forever.
Okay.
And you don't even have to be always in the group. You can still have that telepathic communication,
Right.
or see me on Telegram, or watch me on, the King's News Network, or Apple News when I post something. All
right. All right.
So everything's happening. It's over for them. Over. There's so many things happening left and right, and we have to allow the process. Just know that Daddy won. We won. Daddy's in charge. No matter how ugly it looks, you've all been warned. I told y'all years ago that this stuff has to happen. Now we're going to get into the gruesome shit that they've really been doing. And it has to happen because we have to experience it in order to be able to help heal the people.
Right.
That's what our part's been. This is what I've been telling everybody for the last 6 years, that this is what we have to do. This is why I've taught y'all how to do the training and form the energy balls and wrap everybody in heavy, loving, light blankets and all that stuff. If you haven't looked at some of the Jedi trainings on Source Directive YouTube channel, go look at them. Learn. Get a pendulum. Learn. Practice. The more you practice, the more you get connected to Daddy. It's literally that simple.
Right.
Once you start seeing people in your own community and your own family being healed from the method, then you'll know how serious it is.
Right.
The pendulum will help you because the pendulum shows you yes and no's. I use the pendulums in the training to remove the doubt from the people, because a lot of people come to me and they're skeptic until they see the shit.
Right. Right.
So that's what I do. This is all real. And this is another reason why some of the Jedis and some of the crews, some of the the old crew thought they can come in and do what I can do and then do more. That's not the case. It's not going to happen that way. There's only one of me. You're only going to be able to do what Dad wants you to do. And once you learn certain things, if you think you can use it for harm, it's not happening. This is only for doing good, healing, protecting, covering, clearing, altering, good, not bad. That the negative energies can't use, the negative beings can't use my technique. They can't, because my technique is powered by and through love from Daddy. It's channeling. That's what it is.
All right. So exciting. So exciting.
It's very.
Um, we talked a lot about the crystalline chambers in our past few videos. And I think about a year ago, you said something about we can bring animals through as well, like our pet or whatever, but watch out because they might not be what you think. So in other words, we have a cat or a dog we put in the chambers, or I think we'd be able to telepathically communicate with them. Hey, you want to go in? Okay. But what if they come out like a tiger or a dragon or something? Wow. They're
Then you got a bigger pet. That's all.
but we'll be able to communicate with them telepathically, you know.
Yeah.
Get off that couch.
Right. Well, you know, there's people already doing it. What the dog whisperer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember, well, a couple of years back, Dr. Doolittle came out, and Dad specifically told me to go watch that movie. And when I watched the new Dr. Doolittle, there was every animal in there, including a dragon.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. So he made me go watch that video because that's what we're going to be doing.
Right.
Communicating to the animals, including different species off world.
Yeah.
We're all going to be, I can't say we're going to be because we already are telepathic. Some people just haven't fucking realized that yet. So we're going to be communicating telepathically across the board, especially out there.
Okay.
And some of the telepathic, it's not verbal. It's not verbal thing in your head either. It can be images.
Right.
And the images will allow you to understand what the beings are saying. So there's multiple ways and multiple things that people have to learn. But what we're going to do first is we're going to restore the earth. So I don't know how far along it's going to happen. I just don't know a time frame because right now, like I've been telling everybody, we have to focus on healing the people of Earth and restoring it. Everything else will come too, but that's literally what the Jedis and some of the ground crew are doing here on the Earth right now.
Okay.
We're going to help heal the people and restore the Earth and put everybody in their place, whether it's being eliminated, healed, or whatever it is. There's no way around what Daddy wants done.
Excellent. All right.
He's literally like, you know, putting the restraints on everybody now. It's too much of the sorcery, too much of evilness.
Right.
You know, he's had enough. No matter, I mean, he's all loving no matter what, right? But you know, you're doing this type of shit to innocent babies and innocent people who've done nothing wrong, but were born in a place where you think it's not, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Like,
Yeah.
No, not you. I'm talking about in general.
I know. In the bad guys. And I say that always. It's easier to say bad guys than in, like, we can say the cabal, the Dracos, like whoever it is. But yeah.
The dark guys.
All right. Anything else you want to say today, or
All right. We can go for a couple more minutes.
All right. I'm gonna. All right. So my next question is, I was asked what part of the Bible is true, or how much of the Bible is true. I don't know how you can answer that question.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You can use the method, get connected with Daddy, and then read the Bible.
Okay.
Because then you'll know and you'll feel.
Right.
And actually, you don't even need the method for that. You can just read the Bible and see what resonates with you, what you feel.
Use discernment and basically.
Right.
All right.
Right. Because it's like 95% true, and then the rest is bullshit.
Right.
However, it's been altered so many times where, you know, you literally just have to turn to daddy, because the Bible is nothing but people's stories of the accounts and dictionary. I mean, diary.
Well, so many people, like, they've been taught from, childhood, this is the word of God, and they have every week gone and they read the Bible and they go to church or whatever, and they're heavily programmed. It's really what I'm saying. All right.
And then they want to argue with us.
Yeah.
They're fighting each other over a fucking book. What planet am I on?
Yeah.
You're arguing over a book that has cow skin. It's covered in cow skin. It's a fucking cow skin. It's leather, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Who does that? Well, not all of them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like the Palladians. There's stories of them talking about how things are down here. Did you guys really execute a pig and then turn it into a ball and then throw it down the field? You see what I'm saying?
Doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. So this is another reason why we're going to redo the food industry, the clothing industry, just about everything. I will say that bamboo, stuff like bamboo and hemp will be used for a lot of our future materials, including coal and carbon and even resin and different types of frequencies. We're going to be able to form things in some of the advanced machinery that I built. So we can literally build a spacecraft in about a minute or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Can you replicate it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
So some of my facilities, actually all of my facilities, will have these certain type of resin pool type 3D printers. And I can be here in my palace and I can design something, send it off to all the different facilities worldwide, and everybody just starts making them. And then, we start giving it away or doing whatever we do. We're going to create jobs like no other. There's no need for wars. There's no need for none of this shit that they're doing. There's no need for it. We can all live on the planet in peace. This is what I'm going to do.
Excellent.
And we're going to create facilities that have the most advanced type of technology that we can produce and build anything anywhere in a matter of seconds.
I'm highly interested in the food, especially, and clothing, because of the toxins and what we're consuming. We already know that they harm the body. Of course, some of us will have new crystalline bodies by then, but for the people that haven't chosen that yet or haven't had the opportunity, having chemical-free food,
right,
is going to be amazing.
That's literally a thing, because like you just said, not everybody's going to volunteer to go to the chambers because not everybody believes the shit. So there'll be food that's pure vegetarian. That means it grew from the dirt or septic tanks or not septic tanks.
Composting.
Yucky. Right. Some hydroponics.
Yeah.
So we'll have all types of different foods and chefs come out producing new foods and serving it to the people, selling it, or whatever you want to do. Fancy restaurants with organic food. There's different types of mushrooms and fruits and all that stuff that you can combine that would taste just like meat. I know because I've had it before.
I don't know if you were at the expo. We had it
I
was
went. I
yeah,
went with Salas, with Dr. Salas.
yeah, and there was a lady that had I think it was made out of mushrooms and maybe nuts like cashews or something. I
Right.
forgot what it was called, but it was fabulous. And I did buy some and make it at home as well.
Yeah. Plus we went to that vegan restaurant with Dr. Salas, and
Yeah.
I got a crab cake that didn't have no crab in it, and it tastes just like crab cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm still thinking about it too, by the way.
I hate to tell you that place closed.
I know, but I know the chef.
Oh, yes. But my son-in-law Alan was making a lot of vegan dishes and he was using jackfruit, which a lot of the vegans use. It's fabulous. But
That's what I'm
there's a lot
saying.
of alternatives out there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we got a bunch of people lined up.
Mm.
Daddy had me contact certain people and tell them certain things to prepare them for what's to come. He's made me do it way in advance, right? So they're sitting there waiting, like, when is this shit going to happen? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. But they're also manifesting it,
Right.
because they know that it's going to happen because I said so.
Well, you've planted the seed in their.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's exactly what Daddy had me do.
Yeah.
Now, if Daddy's having me tell you something, I'm going to tell you no matter when it takes place. He's telling me to tell you because it's going to take place. So since we don't die and we get to live forever, I don't care when the shit happens. I don't care when it happens because I know it's going to happen. However long it takes, it's going to happen.
Right. Right.
Right now, everybody needs to focus on their abilities to heal each other and continue on sending out these love and light blankets like I've taught y'all, because that's where it's at until Daddy blesses us, because the blessings are coming. They are. The ultimate blessing is us, not us, because I don't need the chamber, but everybody being able to use the chamber. That being said, there'll also be a handful of individuals that Daddy will make examples of where, I'll snap my finger and everybody, those individuals receive new bodies.
That's going to be
I
so.
was seeing it last night. I was seeing it last night, and I woke up. I called B, and I was like, "Yo, I need to sit down and focus, man, because we need these bodies."
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's going to be it. I can see, I mean, we're seeing a lot of very graphic and unpleasant stuff, and it sometimes feels selfish to think about ourselves and all that and how, but for us to do what we're doing, we need to have a lot of these tools and we can be more efficient with the new body. Obviously, we're going to look good and feel good, but with a new body, we'll be able to help people,
get more done. Yeah, because we won't tire.
Yeah.
We won't need certain things. The food consumption is going to be recreational. So it's yeah, it's imagine you the perfect body for yourself. This goes for everybody. Imagine the perfect body for yourself times 10.
It's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's something to look forward to, and this is what we've been fighting for, what we've been, what the good people have been wanting, wishing, and hoping for, and well deserved. Because we could have, you guys could have turned to the dark and started doing what they were doing, and you guys you guys stay true to yourself and stay true to what Daddy wanted you to do and become. So the reward is the everlasting body and to be able to help and participate and hang out with me occasionally, right? So
Yes.
it's going to be it's fun. We're going to have so much fun.
It is awesome. And at this recording, it's 2 days before the US has Thanksgiving. So I feel like we're going to have so much to celebrate, and it will be really a special day just to be grateful for, it's not about a turkey or anything like we've been taught.
Right,
Grateful for your
right.
friends, family, and what we do have. We already have so much, but just think we'll have so much more so soon.
That's right. That's right. I'm glad you remembered to bring that up because I forgot. But
I was told.
right, the Thanksgiving, it's despite what we were led to believe about Thanksgiving, we're going to turn it into forget all the bullshit past. We're going to turn it into a Thanksgiving for just having Daddy in our lives. Yeah. So that's what we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving for the rest of our lives. I've already changed the Black Friday to White Friday. And then even like Christmas, that wasn't my birthday. But what we're going to do is we're going to, he wants to change it so that it's a gifting day. It stays the gifting day. It stays the Christmas gifting day, but without the bullshit. Right. So, we'll just have to allow the process in that too, because a lot of people don't celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm one of them. I don't celebrate them. But since everybody's already doing it, we're just going to, reform.
Right. I really, really look forward to, all right, just take Christmas, for example. You got a Santa coming down the chimney, a Christmas tree, you got gifts, and then you've got the whole religious component. It doesn't even make sense. Nothing makes sense. Or Easter, you've got the whole Jesus thing, and you've got the Easter bunny with candy. Does that even make sense? No. Right. But for kids, it's very exciting to get candy or gifts. and that's why I love the gifting day, because it's still a day you can spend with your family, and the kids will be out of their minds happy,
Well, exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up too, because since we're moving into a new reality where 3-day work weeks, we're going to have more holidays, if you would. But they'll just be like a national help somebody day. Actually, we're going to have signs put up everywhere across the country and the world that's going to say help someone today. And that's going to be the thing. That's going to be the future. Like, you help somebody. You can help 20 people. You can help one person. We don't even care. You don't even really got to help nobody. But everybody's going to be in that mode where they're just going to want to help somebody. Hold the door, pay somebody's groceries, do this, do that, help somebody.
Right.
So, we're going to have celebrations all the time too, especially when we accomplish something like rebuild Gaza, rebuild Maui, rebuild or help build Africa, some of the poor countries. Go into these areas and give them free energy, free water, and the cabal bullshit. So we're going to be celebrating nonstop. So every time we do something like that, we can create a holiday for it. We did this that day. So bam, now we got something to celebrate for every year. Liberation of blah, blah, blah. Let's party. Yay. You know what I mean?
I love it.
So we got a bunch of things to look forward to. And since we live forever, we're going to have fun doing it.
So we don't have a lifetime limit of 1,000 years. It's now forever.
It's always been forever. People just been lied to.
I thought it was 1,000 years, and I was like, that's still a long time,
that's what I'm trying to say. It's like 1,000 years. One of these reptilians lived 5,000 years. Hello? No, no, we're going to live for thousands and thousands of years. Even the Palladians, they live up to 10,000 years. And when they want to leave their bodies, they move into a higher dimension. Okay, so that never made sense to me, especially knowing what I know. It's like, no, this is why they said it, because they thought that it was going to be all peaceful. They were going to leave, and then they were going to come through the back door and attack Earth and all this other shit.
Right.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll see about that.
And also, they wiped out our memories of the history. So, you know, we're uneducated as to our true abilities, our origins. So it takes some of our power away. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know we have certain abilities. We don't know we've done X, Y, or Z before. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, because this is why a lot of these individuals have little to no power, because they're not operating in truth.
Right.
They're operating in what they thought or think is truth. Now, when you operate in truth, you have the absolute power because Dad gives it to you, right? And the only way to operate in that truth is to practice what I'm teaching y'all. Get your answers, yes or no, and then connect to Dad, because Dad will tell you that's not true. This is truth. The pendulum is just to start you off. Once you get it down packed, put it down and start talking and communicating with Dad. It's that simple. Then you'll know the truth, because Dad can't stop talking.
Okay.
All right. It's true. People say, "Oh, you can't talk to God." Everybody talks to God. The problem is, can you hear him?
Yeah, that was actually my next topic, is just like, okay, so I was always afraid to talk to God. So I started with the angels. And that was a big step for me, to talk to the angels, tell them what I wanted, tell them my problems, blah, 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 help me with this. And then now I'm talking to Daddy, you know what I mean? And it was a big stretch for me. But what I want to tell people is just say, I want help. I want to learn how to do this comfortably. Just say it, even if it's in your head.
That's right. That's exactly how to do it. And even the method, I tell y'all to imaginate, because what they made you believe, that your imagination was just that, an imagination. However, your imagination is where the manifestations take place.
Yeah.
And your energy is what allows the manifestations to fully come to fruition. Come on, man. I'm the fucking best at this shit. Don't play with me.
Well, it's great. It is so exciting, and I'm grateful to have met you, and that we're doing this. It's like beyond exciting.
Yeah. We used to have the talks and all that stuff when we first met.
Love it.
I was like, this lady gonna think I'm crazy as shit, but fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. Well, hey, the first time you called me, you told me who you were, and I'm like, and I'm testing it while you're talking to me, and I'm like, can I come and meet you?
Well, yeah, and your daughter confirmed too.
Yeah.
And she, that's the thing. That's why I posted what I posted the other day. Imagine if Jesus was here and you didn't know him. What that meant was, the people that are supposed to know me and know that it's me, they know me. They know me. Oh shit, that's him.
Yeah.
Even at the expo, people were walking up to me. They was like, holy shit, who are you?
Yeah.
So they knew me. They knew the energy. They didn't know exactly who I was, but they saw. And the one lady says, oh, they're telling me you're the galactic gangster. I started laughing.
Yeah. She said that? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So exciting.
Yeah, so it was it was definitely fun back then,
Mm.
and it's getting more and more fun now. I mean, imagine when we start having these get-togethers and partying and events. You know, it's like, let's go, let's have fun.
I could talk about this kind of stuff all day, literally. Like, I went out to dinner with a friend last night that I haven't seen in like 15, 20 years. I talked for maybe 3 solid hours about all this stuff. And he's
Yeah.
just like, are you serious? You know, like, and I'm like, you really don't know this? It was so fun. But I would talk about this all the time anyway, because I love it. And just think when we know even more and we all get together and we have the time, wow,
Right, right,
it's gonna be great.
right. Right now, the reason why I'm coming out and doing these videos nowadays is because I know that the more and more they deny what I'm saying, the more and more Daddy allows it to take place. So that goes with my unveiling as well. So the more and more they deny me, the more and more Daddy shows them that I am. So this is why I'm doing these. He's telling me to do them. So it's like open range. Let's go. And it's only going to get more and more exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to take over certain groups, certain medias, certain companies, and I'm still going to be on here talking shit.
Yes.
And everybody's going to witness it.
It's going to be so fun. So fun.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, we good. I'm going to have you something to eat. Did you have any more questions?
No, I mean, I have 2 more sheets of questions, but I think this is a good rounding point. Oh, I want to know the nature of the universe in 1 sentence, but we'll talk whenever you're ready. We'll talk whenever you're ready. And
yeah, you'll probably explode on that one.
Yeah, I'm curious, but anyways, we'll talk whenever you're ready again. And I appreciate your time. And of course, all that you do out there that we don't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate all the intel you've been putting out lately because,
thank you.
well, I know what's happening now in the world better from what you've posted. And then of course you put comments out there and it just makes me feel more secure and more hopeful, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Well, if you believe some of the Bible, which, like I said, not all of it's fake,
Right.
Daddy, the Comforter will come. Isn't that what I'm comforting everybody? I'm showing them how real this is, and we're healing and protecting.
Yeah.
So that's literally what it is. Before I go, I want to say this, that our Father is known as Source in the entire universe. He's created everything, every being. Not all of them are good. Not all of them are bad. Use your discernment as we move forward. And just know that through him, all will be revealed and you will be protected. Turn to him. You don't have nothing to worry about as we unfold the secrets of the universe.
Right. We were talking about talking to Source, to Daddy. And I told you, I was always very uncomfortable. Like I didn't have a religious upbringing. Okay. So to do that, but I always say, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to give it my try, or I think I screwed this up, but I'm sorry, and help me learn. So I try to have honest conversation, and sometimes it's ridiculous shit that I say. It's ridiculous.
Me too. Believe it or not, me too.
Yeah.
My family was Christians, and I didn't feel comfortable in those churches or around certain members, right? And I wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know everything, and I prayed to Daddy. I never really even prayed to Jesus, just to Dad, and I used to call him God too. Until 2016, when he reveals himself as Source, and he tells me I'm his son, and he tells me all this other stuff. So I started calling him Daddy.
Yeah.
And it's been like that ever since. Nowadays, I'm calling him Dada. So Thank you, Dada.
Well,
Because my kids do the same. They crack jokes at me, and I crack jokes at Dad. Right?
Yeah.
It's a fun, loving relationship with what everybody thought was, he didn't destroy nobody. He loves everybody. He allowed people to do what they wanted to do through free will.
Right.
Which is why you see stuff like Sodom and Gomorrah's and the Noah's Ark and all those wild events that took place, because beings did that, not Daddy.
Right.
So everybody has to get closer to him. Everybody will get closer to him, and they will experience the love that they've been missing. That's where we're going.
Right.
That's where we're going.
Right. Thank you again so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you guys. Love all you guys.
Love you too, Smarty. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.